What was the proudest moment of your life? When I helped my brother overcome his addiction and watched him graduate college. I grew up with my younger brother Jake, the golden child and our parents' favorite. I struggled with learning disabilities. Everything changed our senior year when Jake was injured in a football game, ending his athletic career and scholarships. He began associating with a new crowd. Soon I discovered he was using pills to cope with depression. Our parents were in denial. Not our perfect son, they'd insist, dismissing my concerns. I attended community college while Jake was accepted to our state university, but I sensed something was off when his texts grew erratic and then stopped after 3 months. I drove to his campus unannounced and found his apartment in disarray. Jake was barely recognizable, emaciated with sunken eyes and surrounded by bottles and pill containers. When he saw me, he broke down, sobbing, "I can't stop, I can't do this anymore." That night, I decided to change both our lives. I called our parents, who immediately wanted to send him to an expensive rehab for appearances. But I knew Jake needed more, someone who wouldn't judge him, who saw beyond the fallen golden child persona. I took leave from classes, moved into his apartment and helped him through withdrawal, nightmares, and constant shaking, every moment excruciating. Yet I refused to leave his side. We found a support group and I went to every meeting. I helped him secure medical leave from the university and worked with counselors on a recovery plan. The hardest part wasn't the physical symptoms. It was watching my brother face the pressure he'd always endured. "I never wanted to be perfect," he confessed one night. "I just wanted mom and dad to look at me like they looked at you." I was stunned. "What do you mean? They've always preferred you," I asked. Jake shook his head. "They admired you because you earned everything, while I was born lucky." Those talks changed everything. In the following months, Jake rebuilt himself, returning to classes with a lighter load and visiting weekly for long talks about our past. Our parents eventually came around, though they never fully acknowledged his addiction, referring to it merely as a rough patch. 3 years later, Jake invited me to his graduation ceremony, something I never expected, let alone with honors. On the day, I sat with our parents in the audience as graduates filed in. Jake had hinted at a surprise, but offered no details. When his name was called, he crossed the stage, accepted his diploma, and then paused at the microphone, unexpectedly announcing, "I'd like to say something." The dean, taken aback, nodded. 4 years ago, I was slowly dying, killing myself with addiction and hiding from everyone. Until one person refused to give up on me, his voice cracked. My brother saved my life when all else was in denial, putting his life on hold to pull me from the darkness. The audience fell silent as Jake sought me out. "Everything I am and will be is because you saw me at my worst and believed I could be more than my mistakes," he declared. Our parents wept as he added, "When they handed me this diploma, I realized it wasn't just my achievement, it was ours." After the ceremony, as congratulations flowed, Jake introduced me as the real success story. His professors mentioned that he had written about me in his essays, inspiring his study of psychology with a focus on addiction counseling. Our parents approached awkwardly. My father cleared his throat. "We didn't understand. We should have listened to you," he admitted. My mother hugged me for the first time in years, whispering, "Thank you for saving him when we couldn't." Later that night, Jake handed me his graduation tassel, saying, "I want you to have this, because without you, I wouldn't be here." The tassel hangs framed on my wall, not as a symbol of his achievement, but as a reminder that the proudest moments stem from helping others overcome.